It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 take, go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Go ahead, Mark.
Mark Dakotas from Florida Today for Martin. Martin, you're a very even-keeled kid, never really up, never really down. Yet over the last 2 years, seeing Junior leave and then Mark leave and then the uncertainty with the merger this past winter, how did you manage to keep yourself on that even keel and not get and maybe you were concerned but you didn't show it? Thank you.
Well, anytime there's changes, coming about or things that I'm uncertain about, I just look to the guys on my team. Bono's helped me a lot. I look to the guys, up in the front office, the people that have led DEI. I look to Chip when we merged our programs and tried just to be a part of everything I could and give my input and make sure I knew what was going on. If you sit back and just listen to what everybody has to say and believe it, you'll be in a lot worse shape than you will be if you just ask the questions. And so I just try to be part of it as much as I could. And one thing that's never changed is having Bono and the guys on my team on my side. And that's a comfortable feeling for me. I know how good they are. I know that we could get through a lot together. And I put a lot on their shoulders, and they're able to. They've helped carry me through all of it.
Next question. Who's got one? Gentleman right there, and we got Holly Kane on deck. Go ahead.
Martin, Bill Hunnicky from the Trenton Times back in New Jersey. Long journey from your Wall Stadium days. Just talk a little bit about that and whether you ever in your wildest dreams envisioned sitting on the pole down here.
Well, I've thought about it. The last few years, the way we qualified down here, I probably never thought there would be a chance. But, we came down here in 2004, in my first time I ever come around, come in this racetrack to race and sat on the pole with Bono in the Busch car. And I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever done. And to be back here a few years later and sit on the pole for the Cup race, it's just been amazing. I've been very fortunate to be involved and be part of great race teams with great people. And, it's always a lot of fun to come to Daytona, but to sit on the pole and be the fastest guy here for a whole week is a pretty cool feeling.
We'll go to Holly Kane. Go ahead, Holly.
Thank you, Kerry. I wanted to ask you, and you guys may not look at it like this, and I know it's really, kind of step one, but this is a pretty strong statement for you guys to come out of the box like that. Is there a certain sense of, this is good, the morale, the momentum, there were a lot of questions coming in, and this is a very strong statement for you to make.
Well, I think it feels good. It shows how hard the guys have worked and that, they never wavered in their commitment. At the same time, it's just one step along the way. I mean, it's just qualifying. We still have, Wednesday practice to get ready for the duels. We have to get our car prepared and handling good because it's, as we've seen last night, it's going to be wild and the cars are going to be a handful and they're going to need to handle good to race well. So this is just the first step, but we've never had a car this fast down here. And so that gives me a lot of confidence that if we can get it handling good, that we can run up front. And I'm more excited about this week than I have been coming down here a long time.
Other questions? Who has one? Got one here on the front. I'll get him.
Martin, Jorge Mendaca with FoxSports.com. Obviously, one owner is missing. Have you heard from Teresa today? Has she called you already?
I don't know. I haven't had my phone with me. I'll let you know when I go back to the coach and get it.
Chet Felix for you guys.
I heard that was her calling when I came up and sat down. That was her calling. So I put a call into her right away, and she was just calling back.
Other questions? You get him.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. I guess this is for Bono, but you guys had three of the top 7 qualifying positions. On the other hand, the other side of the ECR engine equation was 22nd, 31st, 38th, and 43rd. What are you doing differently from what they're doing?
I don't know. I don't know what Childress' side of the department is doing. If you look back at past history, though, when we've all had the same equal motors on equal ground, we've always kind of out-qualified them. So, there's a lot that goes in. and it makes me proud that the motor is a very big part of it, but also the preparation of the car, the drive line, the wax used on it, the simple things, the finish of the car is the other half of it, and it does make you proud that knowing that the Childress guys have the same power or maybe more than you got is a good feeling to know.
Another question there. Go ahead. We got one there, and then in the back. Go ahead.
Nate Ryan, USA Today for Chip. Two things. One, could you talk a little bit more about the pain that you said everybody felt in merging operations? You know, what's difficult about doing that besides the obvious of learning each other's names? And two, how does it feel to be Indy 500 winner, Indy 500 pole winner, and Daytona 500 pole winner in the same calendar year?
Yeah, Nate, answering your second question first, I didn't really think about that till it just came out of your mouth, and it's obviously pretty exciting. You know, in terms of putting the companies together, you know, I have some, you know, people around Pittsburgh in the business community, you know, and they read about the merger, and they said, you know, how long do you think it's going to take to merge your companies together? And I said, you know, the first race is in February. And they said, geez, you know, they said if you merge two companies, you know, that are, you know, two $50 million companies or something, you know, it might usually take 6 or 8 months and things. So I was, you know, I'm really proud of the people, and I mean it's still a work in progress putting the two together, you know. But the important thing is I think everyone has the right frame of mind. They're keeping an open, you know, it's open book. It's keeping an open mind. It's listening a little more than, you know, than talking maybe. And you know, I think so far it's going better than anyone could have imagined. And you know, things like today will again make it that much more easier.
Go ahead in the back.
Bob Pockris, NASCAR scene. For Bono, I mean, is this car a old DEI car? Is it a Ganassi car? And you know, can you kind of like give us like kind of a percentage of input from old DEI people into this car versus old Ganassi people in this car?
You know, Bob, this is an old DEI car. It's actually the car that Eric Amarillo ran at Talladega last fall, so this would be its second race. That last fall, the one car, we had to throw ours away after the race, literally cut it up and put it in a dumpster. But the Brian has a full Ganassi car, and the 8 car is a full DEI car. Coming into the merger, we said Daytona's the first race. Let's just do our own deal, go down our own path. And then California and so on and so forth, we're going to, you know, start to merge. And working under the same roof, we tested together. We used, I'd have to just say 50-50, Bob. You know, we used as simple as used our top of our airbox. We used Chip and Felix's bottom of the airbox. That was the best combination. And so, like I said, when you take two great companies, and Brian Patty, we all know, is a great speedway racer. He had great ideas. We had great ideas. We put them together, and I owe as much credit to Brian and Chip and them guys as you know. We all this is one pole for the one company for sure.
Other questions? Okay, guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Terrific effort out there today, and carry it forward next week.